Hi, and welcome to the webinar. We will begin shortly. Hopefully you are able to hear music playing as you entered the room. Today I will begin with introductions. Hello, and my name is Adrian Stios, and I will be the instructor for today's webinar. As you can see, I've added a picture of myself on the right-hand side. It isn't my best side, but just to give you an idea of who I am. Next, we will do an audio check. If you are able to hear music playing, go ahead and go to the chat box on the bottom left and type yes. And if you could not hear me, type no. Great. Another way you can let me know if you can hear me or if you can't hear me is go up to the top where it says My Moods. Under My Moods, you can select a thumbs up if you can hear me, or you can also go up to My Moods and hit thumbs down, no I cannot hear you. Or at any time during the lesson today, if you have a question, please go ahead and raise your hand and I can give you a microphone to share out, or you can put your questions down in the bottom chat box. Okay, great. Now, before we go ahead and get started on the presentation today on formative assessments, I do want to share with you one poll. And it's just a simple poll here, just to see how we're able to get into the system. Okay, let me throw this up for you. One second. Alright, as you can see, you have a poll up at this time, and it's a simple question just to let you know how we can use a poll throughout our lesson. And my first poll question is, was it easy to sign in to the meeting? A simple yes, no, maybe, or how many at this time will take place. Alright, I got one vote for yes, it was easy to log in. Well, great, thank you. If you have any trouble during this time, please go ahead and let me know in the chat box or ask for Mike and we can see what we can do to help you. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this poll. Now I'm going to head us back down to our presentation. So today we'll be talking about types of assessments in schools. Student learning is an integral part of the learning process. And for learning to take place, teachers must evaluate student performance. And now there's two ways to do this. One way is a formative assessment, and another way is a summative assessment. What I'm going to do here is show you a short video clip on types of assessments. Well, great. Thank you for watching that short video with me, a 45-second run there. Now what I would like to do here is go back up to the notes, and this will be our presentation tool that we'll be using. Okay, so up in the notes, this will be our interactive notebook. And as you can see here, I have already posed two questions. What did you learn about formative and summative assessments? And what is an aha moment from the short video clip? Go ahead, I will give you about 30 seconds to write these notes. Again, these are public notes so everyone will be able to see what you're writing. Okay, great. I see one person added something. This video got me thinking about various assessments. Well, yes, there are various types of formative and summative assessments, so we'll go talk about those today. So anytime you can go here and add to the notes. Again, these are public, and the great thing about this tool is at the end of the presentation, everybody will get an email copy of these notes. So I please encourage you to write notes as here throughout the lesson. Okay, formative assessments. This is defined as an assessment carried out during the instructional process for the purpose of improving teaching or learning. Now, as you teach a lesson, students will learn, take notes, do hands-on activities, and all of these can be some type of formative assessment. This formative assessment is a process and understanding in its close relationship to instructional scaffolding. So as you're building a concept upon another concept on top of another concept, they can be interbedded along themselves. Now here are some types of formative assessments: observations, student conferences, portfolios, prior knowledge activities, and rubrics. Using these types of various assessments can help a student learn and the teacher to identify areas of gaps that are learning through their process. I did add one little small cartoon here. I'm going to need more specific feedback on my formative assessments. This is a young boy with his dog. A lot of times we say bad dog, but can we really tell a dog, or can they understand what they're doing that's wrong? So that's just kind of a little bit of formative humor for you all. Now, steps for formative assessment. As an instructor, you want to recall three steps to help you have an effective type of formative assessment. On your assessment, well, you have to provide feedback on the product, you have to give feedback on the progress, and you have to have feedback on the process. That way you as an instructor can also adjust types of formative assessments for your students. Now this takes us to summative assessments. Summative assessments are usually at the end of a unit, a chapter, or a module. And this type of assessment is important because milestones of the same learning continue from formative assessments. As you scaffold and build on a unit and use different types of observations, student conferences, rubrics, small group instruction, hands-on activities to build up to the individual final exam for that unit or chapter. Again, these summative assessments can be multiple choices, they can be essays, they can be projects, but they have to differ from formative assessments. Summative assessment should not be repeats of the formative assessment. Follow up to the learning unit. What is the end goal? When you design your assessments, do you design with the end in mind, where you build your formative assessments throughout your summative assessment to meet that goal? The mental process of the concept. As you use these formative assessments, you can be chunking them, but as in the summative, you want to put it all together, put the piece of the puzzle to make the end result. Now here's a little summative humor. When the cook tastes the soup, that's formative. When the guests taste the soup, that's summative. The end result, do they like it? Was it good? And now I'm going to show you one last clip on these two types of formative assessments. Now, thank you for watching that. I hope that provided some steps for you on formative assessment scaffolding, building up to the summative assessment. Let me go ahead and throw our PowerPoint back up. Okay. So at this time, I'm going to go ahead and open a poll on the assessments. I just want to know, what type of assessments have you used? Go ahead, I'll give you about 10 seconds here. Great, thank you. I see some person has put portfolios on here. Thank you for participating. And at this time, if you can go ahead in the chat box and place some type of assessments you've used. Okay, I see someone put small group. Now at this time, go ahead and use a private chat, select one of the members in attendance, and explain to them what type of assessment you use and how come you used it. Great, and just because of the timing that we have here on this program, just to conclude, what did you learn in this unit? Anybody would like to share a mic, ask for a mic? If not, you can also place your answer in the chat box, or you go up back to the notes and add it there. Well, thank you for joining me today. If you have any other questions on formative and summative assessments, or would like to see the videos again or the links, please email me. Thank you and have a great day.